Hi friends, Ray Lutz here. I'm going to, in this short segment, show you how to take something from a Facebook thread and post it into a an appropriate email list. So here's the problem. Not everybody subscribes to Facebook, although most people do. And we have a lot of submissions from many people into Facebook. We want to have people be able to go to the Facebook thread that's important. Here's what we're going to look at. Is the no nuke dump group, public group, which sometimes has very interesting topics. So here is one, and it's sort of tricky in some cases. I'll show you why in a second. Basically, we want to share this live video of the presentation over to the email list. Now I'm going to start an email and get my email thing up here. So we're going to start a new email. Now, in order to do this, you're going to need to have sending capability on the email list. In this case, we're going to be sending to shut.sanonofre@citizensoversight.org. And we're going to put on video of presentation I can get it done in Carlsbad. No stop nuke dump. All right, now here's where you're going to be. You can use any email thing for this. The key thing is you have to be sending from an address which is already set up to be eligible to post to the list. And we're going to send it to the San Onofre list as an example. Now I'm going back over to Facebook. So I shared the live video. And what we want to do is get the link to this Facebook post. So what we do here is we take the comment. I'm going to start up there. Copy. I'm just holding down the mouse to highlight that. Now I'm doing a Control-C to copy, or maybe more explanatory, I'm going to right-click, then copy that, and you can see it. Okay, so I copied that. Now I'm going over to the email, paste. Now what we want to do here is we want to get the link to the Facebook post. That link is sort of secretly included under the date. So in order to get it, I'm going to right-click on that and save the link. Then going back over to the email, I paste it in. Okay, now what kind of helps is if people can see if there's an embed, you can put it in there. What I kind of like to do is just to grab this so that people can kind of see what it is. To grab it as an image, you go up here to the snipping tool, new, and then we just cut this out, copy that. Now I'm doing a Control-C to copy. I go to my email. Your email client may be different, but mine will do this. Click link above. There may also be a way to get the embedded version. This would be a pretty good email to send right here. It gives them a preview of what it's going to look like. But when they click on this, it's not going to do anything. This is not a clickable. Only the link above that I said here. This is going to be clickable in the outgoing version. To make sure that it is, in your email client, you might want to highlight, and then you can cause it to be a link. You can force it. Now, when this leaves, though, normally I find that this email client, which is Thunderbird, will make that a link, and it depends also what the people getting it have. So what you can do here is, if you go to the more, I think it's under more settings. No, that's not it. What we do is we go to we actually click on this to get to the actual page focusing in on this. And then there's usually an embedded way to embed it. Let's see if I made it. I don't see it there. Share. Sometimes there isn't one. Normally, I found that there is an embedded version that you can embed. I do have it in another post. So this was Carlsbad, the thing in Carlsbad. And so instead of doing it this way, this was what I was planning to do, was create a, you could send this if this was all you were doing, but this was a pretty important thing for us. This was our own event. So we don't want to just have this be just an email. We actually made it a whole, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to go over here because already on our website, if I go to the Stop Nuke Dump page, this was our own event. So we have basically an invite to the event, kind of a notice of the event, and then we update that with information about it. And so in the media down here toward the bottom, it will be listed. Here's the No Nuke Dump presentation in Carlsbad. All right, and this has the preview. Now I've already figured out how to embed it here. So what we can do is we can give them this link and say, you Stop Nuke Dump presentation, Carlsbad. There's that. There's the link to the page on this site. Now this thing right here is actually down here in the embedded HTML box. It actually shows it, so you can't copy and paste that information unless you go to edit mode. Then when you go down and look at the table of information, you see here it says embed HTML. There it is. So let's see what happens if we stick that in there. I don't know if it's actually going to work. Tell you what, I'm just going to send it back to myself to see. Send it back to me in a different name, so it has to send it at least, and see what happens. I don't think it'll work, by the way. So I don't think it'll put it in there. Depends on your email client. I just sent it. Now I'm going to go get that email I just sent. Oh, that took a second to send. There it is. So see, it doesn't work. It doesn't stick it in there. So better is to do what I did with the other one, is to keep this one the way it is with that thing embedded. So that people, when they get here, at least can do it. Plus, this has already attached to it the slides of the presentation. So we do what we did before, where we already have let's make a new one though. New. Now we can make this hot in the email, by the way, let's go over to the email by making it into a link. That same link right there. So we're gonna resend this. I'm gonna go to send, and we're going to edit as a new message. Your email program may be different. Get rid of this stuff. And I'm gonna put in that picture. Now I need to make this into the link that goes someplace so that when people click on it, it works. So we're gonna take this link here, and we're gonna highlight this like that, and then click right here. Like, and now a web page. We're going to put in the web page that we had. Okay. Now, as we go over this, let's do the test again. We're going to send it back to myself. So it's good to try, test, send it to yourself, see what happens. This is in the sent. I'm going to go up to where it should come in here. Didn't get it yet. No, not yet. There it is. All right, now it looks pretty good. Now what I can do is I can click this, and what they get is they come over to the page where they can play it. And so they get all the information. That's a pretty good email. All right. So what we'll do is go back over, and now that we figured it out, and they're sent, I'm going to send it again. Now, instead of sending that as the message, I'm going to that address. I'm going to send it to Shut San Onofre. All right, so that is a pretty complex one because it was one of our own important events and we wanted to get it out there. More commonly, what we're going to have is Facebook. Where are you? Happens the thing comes down when I get too close. Go over to Facebook. Here's no nuke dump. Let's go down a little bit. Okay, so we're on a specific item. Let's go back up to the discussion. That's what we just did. There's a fire. Okay, here's an example, good example. Here's just a post. It isn't our event. It's just an item. Dr. Tom English on KPBS. Take that. And actually, why not try to take everything? That'll work. That's the link right there. Copy that. Now we go back. Oh, that's in a separate page. So here it is. May as well copy that too. Now, I'm going to go over to an email. And Right. Shut that off. Dr. Tom English on KPBS. Probably good to say who it came from Ray Lutz on Facebook. And then people know that it's my comment. And then what we get here is, remember I copied that thing. Now I use the thing called, you should get this, it's called Ditto. And it lets you have many things copied at one time and you can look through what it was. Here was the link that I copied earlier. So here is the KPBS link. All right, here is a Facebook link. Okay, remember how to get Facebook? That's under the date. Well, 5 hours in this case. Copy link. Okay, back over to the email. Paste. Okay. That gives us to the comments too. So we have the KPBS link and the comments. This is one that we might want to make into a media item. It's pretty good, important for us, but let's just leave it at that. Sometimes we might want to see, they don't really have share as an email. It would be good if they had that. They don't want people to use email. All right, so we got our email set up. What we might want to do is paste in this to really make it snazzy. Again, this is the snipping tool, which is standard on Microsoft Windows. It's under Accessories, New. Take this chunk right here. Okay. Copy with Control-C. Then back to the email. Paste. Control-V. Now I think I'd like to feature the Facebook link first. I'm gonna take that one out and put it after this. We always want to put the actual site of the news organization on there as well. Okay, how's that email look? From Ray Lutz on Facebook, that's good. Dr. Tom English, this is my my statement. And the Facebook link. The only thing that would be advisable here is to highlight this. You may have a different way of doing it on your email client and make it into a link, which basically you just say, okay. What it does is it makes that whole thing into a hard hot link so people can get there. And same with this. Depends on your email client how they let you do that. Make them into links. Now I have this tag set up at the end. Usually your email client will let you include a tag, which you can or you may not want to do. I do because I want people to know, so I'm sending it. So we've got, again, it's from me. This would be from you if you were sending these. To send an offer, you have to have approval to do it. You put the title here. If it's a one-liner, try to get it all into the subject. Okay. The Facebook link and that. Now, You could send this to yourself to test it, which I recommend when you first get started. You want to check what you're doing. I know this is going to pretty much turn out in the way I say. But tell you what, let's copy to myself at another address that I have. I'm going to put a blind carbon copy so they won't know that I'm sending it to myself. A good idea. Now you should be subscribed to the list as well, so you'll be getting these as you send them out to make sure that they're actually getting out and they're looking good. Send. All right, now let's check it out. This was the snipping tool. I'm not going to need that anymore. No, I don't need to save. Okay, now I'm going to go back over and look at that inbox. Get new mail. There it is. See how that looks. So it looks pretty good. If you click this link, see what happens. It goes on to Facebook and takes you directly to the item. Click that again. It takes you to their actual item. Here's the video. Now we could have put this video in there too, and think about that.
So you're a nuclear waste expert who lectured at the White House on this topic.
So that would have been a good thing to do if we could have done it. The way to actually get this and embed it in the email is a little bit trickier to do that because it's hard to get the thing embedded into email directly unless you have a pretty fancy email program. Now that then again, what we did in this case was we created an email based on a Facebook post. We used as a subject the one-liner or something that's small, but try to be as explanatory as possible. Do not use Facebook post or something like that. Try to be explained. They don't care that it's a Facebook post. Say from whoever it is on Facebook. Maybe I should have said on the No Nuke Dump group. That would have been good to add. Here's the thing that I said. Here is the link, which remember is under the date. This was a image capture of what's on Facebook that I pasted in. Here's a direct KPBS link. All those are hot. Those should come through. Now let's see if they do. I'm going to go over here to the actual place where I will get information from the listserv. And it's in my white inbox. So here's the actual thing. So you can tell that it went through the email list because it has this square bracketed shut San Onofre. That's the name of the list before the item. That tells you that you're getting it from the list. One more comment just to make sure that everybody understands. These listservs maintain what they are. They used to call them reflectors. So when you send an email to the shut San Onofre at citizensoversight.org list, that email address, it actually goes into a program. The program accepts the email and then resends it to everybody on the list, even if it's hundreds, thousands, or even millions of emails. So it's a very, very easy way for you to multiply your effect by having things posted onto the list. What we've had a problem with is not everybody subscribes to Facebook, and they do subscribe to the Shut San Onofre list. So we want to make sure that we draw people over to make sure that they see important media. Number two, I should mention, we don't want absolutely everything posted to the email list. You have to be judicious in what you post. We don't want just simplistic posts that don't seem important. Here is Trump care fails, Obamacare needs mending, time for single payer now. This is a post that is improper, is off and topic, and will be deleted. So I'm going to add that one in. He should get that. I'm going to also, since I'm sort of moderating this list, I'm going to go over to Peter Matthews, send a message. This is a guy who's, he's a fairly good guy who's a writer, but not on the nuclear waste issue. Peter, please don't post to no new dump on beach Facebook group unless it is on topic. You have 1 strike of 3 allowed before we will unmember you. Okay, so I sent him the message, and now I'm going to, he's very proud of this because he was on some sort of a show. And that's an important issue, but that's not this issue. So we're going to delete the post. Here is attachment unavailable. Attachment unavailable. Please paste, edit, and paste it in better. KL. Okay, so she'll get that. This is related, so that's okay. You might want to repost that. Here's one I added it as a new post. I'm going to reply to Tom. Again, this one might be a good one here. The House panel votes to advance the Yucca Mountain nuclear waste project. So basically, we want to try to keep up, not going back too far, but in the future, as things come up that are extremely relevant, and then put them on the San Onofre list. I wouldn't do the fire here because that's just sort of adjunct. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to take important items on the no nuke dump on the beach group and post them onto the shut San Onofre list. This will be similar to other situations where other people may be focusing on, say, election integrity, and they're going to want to look at the, say, election scam clearinghouse list, which is our Facebook group, and post that onto our election integrity list for important items that are coming up. Thank you very much. Ray Lutz with Citizens Oversight. Just ask me any questions if you have any by email or by Facebook messaging. Bye now.